Welcome to Fix It Home Improvement, covering projects that every homeowner should know and great products for home and garden.
Hi, I'm JC, and this is where we share weekly home improvement tips. I'm here with my co-host, Cindy.
Hello, JC.
Hi, Cindy. Today we're going to be talking about garage doors, and we'd like to thank Jealous Nerds for giving us a 5-star rating and review on iTunes. This week our sponsor is Thumbtack, and they make it easy to find a pro for pretty much anything you need done around your house. And you can check them out at thumbtack.com, and that's thumbtack.com. In ancient Rome, they built chariot garages that had large swinging chariot garage doors. In the early 1900s, they took carriage houses that were housing horses and carriages and turned them into garages for cars. And a lot of these early garages had very simple swinging doors, almost looked like barn doors. But the wealthier homeowners, they had very ornate wood designs, decorative metal straps coming off the hinges, large decorative latches and handles with studs and bolt heads. So it had a very unique look. And that carriage style is one of the main styles for garage doors, so it looks like a historic double door that would swing open, but it's actually sectional and it's rolling up into the garage, and they're going to come with decorative hardware to give that unique look. You can get it in a wide range of styles, from a barn door style with just overlapping wood with no glass, to raised panels in multiple colors with etched glass windows. Traditional garage doors have rows of raised panels, and these come with or without windows, and they give just a classic look. It blends with most homes, and you can add some style with shorter panels or longer panels, and you can also get flush panels, which is going to give you a more contemporary look. Full view or contemporary doors have full glass panels with aluminum frames, so this is giving a very smooth, functional look. Looks good with
Smooth?
Yeah, I mean, there's no raised panels, nothing. It just looks smooth. So the aluminum
And it's
frame.
just glass?
So like a firehouse door.
Okay. So look at my garage, all the stuff you could steal?
Yeah. Well, you can get it glass, although they have a variety of different tints. So you can just barely see through, or it's completely frosted. You can get pure white, so it looks like it's painted white, but it allows light to pass through, so you get a lot of light if you're working in your garage, or if you do projects in your garage. You can get low E tempered glass. You can even get non-glass, so you can get Lexan, polycarbonate, or acrylic. Depending on the style of your home or whether you have an attached or detached garage, your door can have a big impact on the look of your home, and usually want the style and the color to match or at least complement the architecture of your home. And on some homes, this is going to be the dominant element when someone pulls into your driveway, so it can have an impact on your resale value. When picking a color, there's a few schools of thought. Some designers say to match the color and the style of the front door to the garage door. And there's companies like Pella that make garage doors and entrance doors, so you can match the handles and the hardware, and you can get a very similar look. Some designers say the entrance door should be the focus, and then you're using accent colors for the garage door, your shutters, or trim work. Some designers are saying that the roof color should be kind of a guide to your garage door color, and think about both for your long-term color choices. So if you plan on changing the roof in the near future, you want to think about that before you buy a garage door. And most of these carriage-style doors, they're going to come in 2 or 3 colors. So you're picking a dominant color and then accent colors that draw from elements of the house, like if you have wood or brick and shades of those colors. You can get brochures at the home centers with all types of different color charts, and then there's a website called GarageWowNow.com, and they have a variety of photos so you can kind of compare. And then some garage door companies like Clopay, it's Clopay, and Pella, they have a program on their website where you can upload a picture of your house, and then you can use their program to swap out different garage doors in different colors, and that way you can see what looks the best. Some of the pros I was reading, they're saying that you can recoup 75 to 90% of the cost of a new garage door when you resell your home.
Oh, really?
They say it's one of the top projects that most new homeowners moving into an existing home want done. Windows add another style option to your garage doors, and they come in a variety of shapes. You can get rectangular, arch, standard square. You can also get decorative inserts, so it makes it look like starbursts or other shapes. They have wrought iron overlays, so if you have a carriage door and you have all of these wrought iron decorative hinges and handles, then it can match that. And you can get clear or obscure glass for privacy. Most of them are going to be on the top panel. But if you want to be able to see out of your garage, you can get windows on the third panel of a 4-panel door. Impact-resistant glass is recommended in areas prone to harsh weather, and
Shouldn't it always be recommended?
Yeah, he would think so. Yeah, baseballs and just, the random kid with a BB gun.
Mm-hmm.
And some insurance companies are going to give you a discount if you have these. Most windows come with standard double-strength glass, but you can get upgraded insulated for cold climates. You can get tempered, UV-treated, or the Lexan. That's a non-glass that's very durable. Garage doors come in a variety of materials. Steel is the most popular.
Steel?
Yeah, and amazing. Like some of these, they have very realistic wood patterns on the steel.
So fake wood, we're back to that?
Yeah, and textured. I mean, they look fantastic now. They're low maintenance. It comes in a variety of colors and thicknesses. You can get custom colors. And thick steel is very durable, good for areas with high winds or storms. You can get 28 gauge all the way down to 24 gauge. 24 gauge is going to be the strongest. So the lower the gauge, or the lower the number with gauges, the thicker it is.
Oh, because that makes sense.
You can get one layer construction, so this is no insulation. You have the front of the door, and then the back is open, and it's lipped on the top and the bottom in the back so that you can slide in solid pieces of insulation if you want to eventually.
Open?
So you just have a front panel that's decorative,
Okay.
and then the back, on the bottom and the top of this panel, it's cupped, so it's grooved so that you could slide in solid panels of insulation on the back of it. And in fact, that's what a 2-layer door is. So a 2-layer door has, the front would be steel, and then you're just sliding in a panel of insulation behind it. A 3-layer door has a front and a back of steel, and then it's filled with insulation. And those 3-panel doors are going to be your strongest. They have the best R values, and they're also going to be quieter when they open and close.
Interesting.
4 and 5-layer steel doors are going to have additional decorative layers on the front, and usually out of composite material. The thinner steel can dent, and if scratched, can rust. So you're looking for hot-dipped galvanized steel with a baked-on finish, or it has a vinyl or composite layer for the longest life. And if you're looking at the paint warranties, that's usually going to be a guide to the quality. Wood garage doors have an expensive look, and you can stain them or paint them any color, and they come in a wide range of quality and price. There are solid wood panels with solid wood backing. You can get wood veneers with laminated backing, or wood veneers with a wood frame, and then they're filled with insulation for cold climates. Wood, though, is going to be the highest maintenance. They can expand and contract in cold and high humidity. And with wood doors, you can add accents, so like on a carriage door.
Right.
One of the top-rated companies for door accessories is No Weld Ornaments, and they're at doorstuds.com. With aluminum garage doors, most of them are just aluminum frames, and that's holding glass or fiberglass panels. Aluminum is low maintenance. It won't rust in salty climates, so good for coastal regions. Although aluminum doesn't insulate well, so it's not great for cold climates, and it can dent easily.
Bummer.
Vinyl garage doors are lightweight, low maintenance. They resist dents. They're low cost, and they're usually wood framed with vinyl exteriors. They're not going to rust, so they're good for coastal regions. Some of the darker colors, though, can fade over time, and some of the real inexpensive models, a lot of the reviews I saw is that they look inexpensive, so that was kind of a drawback. Fiberglass garage doors are low maintenance, durable, good for coastal areas, generally have aluminum frame. They're going to need a clear coat every few years. A lot of the manufacturers recommend it once every 3 years or more often, depending on your climate. And then you have composite, and this is usually over a steel layer, so it's a very good insulator. It's very durable and low maintenance.
I think now's a good time to talk about our sponsor for this episode.
So if you go to thumbtack.com, they're going to match you up with professionals for almost any project you can have for around your house. They have over 1,000 different categories in all 50 states. And once you submit the project you're working on, within 24 hours, you're going to get up to 5 different estimates from local pros. And you can check out their prices, their reviews. You can call them if you need more information.
Do you know a good project that you should use thumbtack.com for?
So garage door installation usually takes 9 to 12 hours. That's if everything goes right. And if not, you've got a very big hole in your house. And what's interesting, on the installation instructions, it reads, improper installation or door position can result in serious injury or death.
Right.
So this is one project that, is nice to be left to the pros if you don't have the skills or the experience to do something like this.
So I went to thumbtack.com to see if they did garage door installation.
Right.
So they give you a nice list of questions. So you're hiring the right professional for your job.
Right.
And so, are you installing a new door? Are you removing an old door?
Okay.
And then, is it a single door or double door?
Right. What type of material you want. So it's
Right.
asking all the questions, so you're matching up your project to the professional that's going to do the best job for you.
So you're getting a realistic
Yeah.
quote for the job that you want
Right,
done.
smart. So Thumbtack makes it easy to hire a pro for your project. You can download their app or go to thumbtack.com, and that's thumbtack.com. If you have an attached garage, a well-insulated door with good weather strip is going to keep your garage and your home cooler in the summer and warmer in the winter. And door thickness and the type of insulation is going to increase the R value. And the R value is the ability to slow down heat transfer. In winter or in cold climates, heat is going to try to escape, and then in summer, heat's trying to get in. In one experiment, a 20-degree temperature outside, a garage interior went from 30 degrees with a single-layer door up to 42 degrees with a two-ply door.
Interesting.
The two main types of insulation for garage doors are polyurethane and polystyrene. Polyurethane is more expensive, it's a much better insulator, and it's used primarily in three-layer garage doors. So a commercial-grade polyurethane insulation is injected between two layers, and it expands and seals the entire space. This is going to make the door panel stiffer, stronger. In fact, polyurethane is 2 times stronger than polystyrene, so there's going to be less vibration when the door is going up and down. It's more resistant to dents, and it's much quieter when it goes up and down. And you're going to get the highest R values. So the polyurethane is going to be from 13 to 20 in its R value, and 20 is the top of the R value for garage doors.
Okay.
Polystyrene is less expensive, it's waterproof, and can be slid behind one-layer doors and sheets to provide insulation, or it can be sandwiched between sides in a 3-layer panel, and you're going to get R values from 6 to 10. Garage doors can also be resistant to wind load and impact, and if you live in an area that gets high winds, tornadoes, or hurricanes, you may be required to have a wind load rated or a large missile impact resistant door and also impact resistant windows. And this is mainly on the East Coast all the way down through Florida and Texas. But there's other isolated areas in the country, so like Kansas, Missouri, Utah, Nevada, and California. Parts of those states have local codes where you have to have wind resistant doors. So I would check with my local inspector. Usually you're going to have wind load ratings of 90 miles an hour to 180 miles an hour, but check your local area. And some doors you're going to either have storm ready or add-on reinforcement attachments. So with the add-on doors, these need special pins or posts to be installed into the floor or the ceiling or onto the railings before a storm hits to secure it in place. With storm-ready doors, there's no extra parts to install. They come with heavy-duty door panels, reinforced struts, tracks, rollers, springs, and brackets. And there's a lot of insurance companies that will give you a discount with the storm-ready. What's wild is in a high windstorm, if your garage door collapses, the buildup of pressure in your home can blow out your roof, the walls, and windows, causing extensive damage.
Yeah, probably.
On your garage doors, you want quality, full-width bubble weather strip on the bottom of the door, and you want to make sure it's making contact with the floor along the whole length, and weather strip between the panels. And some manufacturers have a special gasket between the panels to help push your fingers out to prevent injury.
Interesting.
The Consumer Safety Product Commission reports about 20,000 injuries a year from garage doors and openers, and most of these were fingers or hands caught between the panels or the hardware. And a lot of the reports I read were kids that were standing inside the garage. They put their hand on the rail, and a finger would go into one of those holes, and then would get caught on the roller as it's either opening or closing.
Terrible.
There are two main types of springs for garage door. You have torsion and extension. Torsion springs are wrapped around a shaft above the garage door, and you usually have 1 or 2 springs. If you have a very heavy door, you could have up to 4, and these are twisted and tightened to control the weight of the door, and they're under extreme tension. They can cause serious injury or even death if you try to adjust it yourself and you don't know what you're doing. Torsion springs are more durable, they're going to last longer, they're going to balance the load of the door better, and it reduces wear on your garage door opener, and they're going to allow your garage door to open and close smoother, but when it breaks, it's held in place by the shaft, so you don't have to worry about it flying off like sometimes happens with the extension springs. Extension springs expand and contract to control the weight of the door, and these are above that top track or the top rail. They're less expensive, but the extension springs are going to cause generally a jerky motion when the door is opening or closing. And when an extension spring breaks, it can cause damage to your home or your car. If you're under this, potentially serious injury or death in some cases.
Wow.
And if you have an extension spring, you should have a containment system.
What's that?
So this is a cable that runs inside the spring, and it's connected at both ends with brackets or hooks, and it keeps the spring from flying around when it breaks. The most common sizes for garage doors: a 1-car garage 8 foot wide by 7 foot high or 8 foot high, a 2-car garage 16 foot wide by 7 foot high or 8 foot high, and then you can have 1.5-car garages or 2.5-car garages, so there is a variety in the sizes. Most doors are going to come with your hardware and rails, but make sure you check the, what comes with it, the specifications.
Right.
And most don't come with a rear track hanger. So, they expect you to be replacing a garage door with an existing one, so they expect you to use the hanger that's already there.
That's weird.
So if you're putting one up and there wasn't a garage door there,
right,
then you're going to need a rear track hanger, but for most homeowners, you're replacing one. And most pros recommend replacing the tracks when you replace a new door rather than using the old tracks because you need to match the weight and the size of the door. It's going to be safer and also work better. When you're measuring for a new garage door, you want to measure the width and the height of the opening. You want to measure your headroom. So this is from the top of the door to the ceiling or any obstruction above it like pipes or ductwork. You want to measure the back room distance, so from the garage door to the back wall of the garage. And then you want to measure the right side and the left side from the edge of the door to the wall or any obstruction. If you're getting a door with extension springs, you need about 10 inches of headroom. If you're using a tension spring, you need about 12 inches of headroom. And with an opener, you need about 13 to 15 inches of headroom. And make sure you look at the specifications of the door you're looking at and then also the type of garage door opener you're getting.
Right.
The average cost of a garage door, anywhere from $400 to $2,000.
Wow, that's a pretty big swing.
Yeah, although I saw much higher depending on custom doors and large sizes. Warranties vary. One interesting one, so Clopay has the Good Housekeeping Seal of Approval. It's a 2-year warranty, so it reads, Good Housekeeping will replace or refund the price of any product with the Good Housekeeping Seal.
Wow, that's weird.
Yeah, it seems odd. There's a lot of different paint warranties. I saw 15-year, 25-year, and limited lifetime. Windows, I saw around 10-year, and hardware, all the parts really varied, anywhere from 1 year to 10 years, depending on the model, so that's worth looking at. And also the labor warranties vary between companies that install them or have a second-party installation. And with lifetime limited warranties, it was interesting. So it was reading something to the effect of just the specific parts under specific conditions and specific types of defects are limited to our lifetime warranty. So it seems like there's a wide range. I would definitely read the fine print if you're getting a lifetime warranty. You should have a routine of checking your garage door every year for safety. You want to disconnect your door from the opener. So pull your manual release handle and then grab the door with the manual handle and lift it up. Make sure it rolls smoothly. Make sure your rollers are in good shape. The door should stay open in the full open position, and then you're going to close it halfway and let go. It should stay open in the half open position. Those are 2 tests for your springs. And then make sure the button position inside the garage is at least 5 feet above the floor to prevent operation with kids.
Okay.
You want to do the contact reversal test. So you take a 2x4 and you lay it flat in the center of the door and then push the button. Now you're going to reconnect your door to the garage door opener.
Right.
You're going to push the button and close it. When it hits that 2x4 on the floor, it should automatically open. And then your photoelectric sensors, you should test them to make sure that they're working properly, and they should be no higher than 6 inches off the floor. And then check that the sensor stops the door as it closes. So push the button so the door is closing, and then wave something in front of the sensors and make sure it automatically reverses. Once at least a year, you want to check all the bolts. They're all tight. You want to check your spring and hardware. And most manufacturers recommend to take a little lightweight motor oil and put just the width of a pencil all along the top of a torsion spring and allow that to soak into it. That helps lubricate it and add life to it. If you have extension springs, they don't recommend putting oil on it. Some top-rated garage doors: Clopay, C-L-O-P-A-Y, Wayne Dalton, Pella, Raynor, R-A-Y-N-O-R, and C-H-I overhead doors.
Do you have anything else to add?
I would pick a style and color that complement your architecture. Windows are a nice add-on. Steel is going to be the most popular and probably the most versatile for the most climates. If you're in a coastal region, you might want to consider vinyl or composite. Insulation is going to make your home and garage more comfortable, and it's going to increase the durability of the panels. And if you're in a high wind area, you should talk to your local inspector. Make sure you get wind and impact resistant doors that match the area of the country that you're in. Torsion springs are safer, more durable, and give a smoother control to your door. And then make sure you measure well and compare warranties. For almost any project around your house, you can check out thumbtack.com.
Let's wrap this up.
You can subscribe to our podcast on iTunes, Stitcher, the Spotify mobile app, the Google Play Music app, and iHeartRadio.
If you enjoyed it, please leave us a review.
You can check out our home improvement videos on our YouTube channel, Fix It Home Improvement.
And you can subscribe to that as well.
You can download our books, Home Improvement Solutions, What Every Homeowner Should Know, on Amazon.
If you enjoyed it, please leave us a 5-star rating and review.
You can email us at fixitpodcast@gmail.com.
Thank you for listening.
Talk to you next week.